Imagine this, you find and experience only the things you're searching for. If you don't know what you're looking for, unfortunately you won't find it. Your brain tries to match what you expect on the inside with what's happening outside. So when you tell your brain what you want, you'll start noticing those things. Don't confuse your brain by inserting 1,000 different ideas and thoughts a day. All that sad songs and bad self-talk will reflect in your life. Remember, everything you put out in the universe will try its best to give it to you. It doesn't differentiate good or bad things. That's why some people say, be careful with what you wish for. Everything can come to reality. Also, everything you ever wanted might have always been around, but you just didn't notice it. This is basically how the law of attraction works. Every day we're bombarded by lots of information, but we only really notice what we focus on. So when you think about something, you start seeing it more because your brain pays attention to that particular thing. It's like you're seeing something that was always there but you didn't see it before. Think of it in this way. When you want something, your brain starts looking for it. It's like giving your mind a new eyes to notice things related to your goal. This changes how you see the world and you start attracting things that help you with your goal. Here is a good and proven example because it's true. While choosing a new car, you start to like some particular model and you suddenly start noticing that same exact model everywhere you go, right? It seems as if there are thousands of them on the streets, and yesterday it was as if they're not there. But is it real? Of course not. They were there all along, but you didn't pay attention to them. That's why they didn't exist for you until you gave them your attention. When you set your goals, you give your brain something new to look and to focus on. It's like giving your mind a new pair of eyes to see people, circumstances, conversation, resources, ideas and creativity around you. With a new perspective and the new plan, your mind continues to work on matching the external with what you desire internally with your goal. It's that simple. The difference is noticeable in how you experience the world and attract everything in your life after you have clearly defined your goals. Brian Tracy once said, "The best people have very clear goals. They know who they are and they know what they want. They write it down and make plans for their realization." Unsuccessful people, on the other hand, carry their goals in their hand, and we say a goal that is not written down is just a fantasy. And everyone has fantasies, but those fantasies are like bullets without powder. I suggest that you take some time today and make a list of your most important goals, Habib. I suggest to consider goals in all areas of your life, not just business and finance. Beware of the heavy price you will pay if you focus on only one aspect of your life and forget about others. Focus on whole life success. Balance all aspects of life that are important to you. Work, finance, health, spirituality, family and relationships, and lifestyle. When most people decide to achieve new goals, they ask themselves, okay, I have a new goal. Now, what should I do in order to achieve it? Well, that's not a bad question, but it's not the first question you need to ask yourself. The question we need to ask is this, and pay close attention. Who should I become? Probably know people who do everything right, but still don't get the results they want, right? Why is that? One of the principles that Jim Rohn said is, if you want to have more, you have to be more. Success is not something you just go around and search for. That which you seek will run away from you, like trying to chase butterflies. Success is something you need to attract through the person you become. I was really mind blown and amazed when I understood this philosophy. It completely changed how I grew as a person. I have a friend who was single at the time and wanted to find a partner and marry. He made a long list of qualities he wanted in the perfect woman. He filled over 40 pages in his diary, describing every detail about her, personality, character, attitudes, and even her family background, culture, makeup, hair, everything. He also wrote about their future life together. Then I told him that just wanting those things wasn't enough. I suggested he look at the list again and think about whether he had those qualities himself. I asked him, what kind of man would a woman like this be interested in? What do you need to be like to attract a woman like her? So he was he sat down, wrote another 40 pages listing the traits, behaviors, attitudes and characteristics he needs to develop. Then he worked hard to acquire those qualities. And you know what? It worked. It's like the woman he described came to life. His wife matched his description in almost every way. The key was that he figured out what he needed to be in order to attract and keep a woman like her, and he worked to become that person. Now let's plan how to reach your goals step by step. This is about what you should do or sometimes stop doing. What's standing between you and your goals is your behavior. So which habits and actions do you need to change or add in your life? Think of your life like this equation. Choice plus behavior plus habit plus time equals goals. I'm pretty sure you're grown enough to know which behaviors are holding you back and which ones will help you succeed in life. I think you have all your old habits under control, but I bet you're wrong. Again, this is why tracking is so effective. Honestly, do you know how many hours you spend every day on your phone? How many hours do you spend on news channels or following people's goals and achievements or some internet drama or arguing online? Do you know how many cans of soda you drink per day? Or how many hours do you spend doing unimportant work on the computer, scrolling to social media? As I said, your first job is to become aware of your behavior. Some time ago, I decided to make a big step in my life and to remove all the distractions that kept me away from my goal. We are all addicted to the internet and to our phones. I didn't even want to check how many hours a day I spent on my phone because I knew that the numbers were about to scare me. I just took action and improved myself instead. I analyzed which app from my phone was the least productive app, and in the same time I spent the most time there. For me, that was Instagram. All my conversations, all my group chats, my pictures, stories, and dopamine hits from half-naked women and expensive cars and watches online. I knew this had to stop. In the moment of scrolling, you will feel entertained, but when you go to bed at night thinking, what have you actually accomplished that day and it's nothing except from scrolling on social media, you will feel miserable. Having that in mind, I deleted the app immediately. I also stopped every single notification on my phone and I left the apps that actually benefited my life. The difference is enormous. Now I use my time more effectively and I actually get so much more work done. I accomplish work that I've been doing in 3 days before deinstalling those apps. Now I do it in only 1 day. I challenge all of you to do the same. See which app consumes the most of your time on your phone. Maybe it's TikTok, maybe Snapchat, maybe even YouTube. And if you delete YouTube, you won't be able to see me and this channel. And I know it's not in my favor to say this, but if you really think that you lose all your day aimlessly on YouTube, then just delete the app. But promise me that you will use your new free time to improve yourself daily and take care of your family. So that's today's challenge. I hope at least half of the people watching this will actually do it. That will make me so happy. And you will see how your life improves day over day. So if you're still watching and you deleted some other app rather than YouTube, then I am pretty sure you will find this video valuable. So click it and I will see you in the previous one.